Hello and welcome to React. I'm Martin.
Dan.
I'm Neil.
Oh, enthusiasm.
Carol Baskin.
Welcome to season 2 of React.
There's no way I survived season 1.
No. In this season, we are looking at serial killers. And
There's going to be another one added to that list, trust me.
And in this one, we're starting with...
Carol Carol Baskin.
Donald Trump.
Pee-wee.
Hey? Trump.
Henry
Trump.
That's a chair.
Gaskin.
What's Donald Trump's middle name? Something obscure, isn't it?
Is it? You can't Google.
The hitchhiker geezer.
That's definitely not his middle name.
Donald Henry Gaskin, a.k.a. Pee-wee.
Also known as the meanest man in America.
Yeah, name his names.
The redneck Charles Manson.
Oh, nice. Didn't see that one.
The hitchhiker's killer.
That one I saw.
Junior Parrot. Why is it Junior Parrot?
His surname's Parrot, isn't it?
Is he really? I thought it was Gaskin.
No, it wasn't. It was Parrot.
Gaskins. Why is it Parrot? It's not Parrot.
It was. He was born Parrot.
And Pee-wee.
Hold on. Should we just get it out of the way now? How much did she charge you
No.
to do your research this week?
No. That's as far as I got.
Really?
You typed it and everything.
Yeah.
Why is it Junior Parrot?
Born Donald Henry Parrot Jr. in March 13th, 1933.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can you see that
September
screen?
6th.
Okay.
Just
So
about.
where's Gaskins come from then?
I don't know. I was hoping Neil would tell me.
Neil, where did the Gaskins come from?
It's his name.
Ooh, awkward.
He was born Donald Gaskins on the 13th of March 1933
No, he was born Parrot Jr.
This is so good.
in Florence County, South Carolina.
Because his nickname as a kid was Parrot, Pee-wee Parrot.
He was teased and given the nickname Pee-wee as a result of him being of a small body frame. Yes.
Yeah, that bit I got for Pee-wee, but where's this parrot? You're the only one saying parrot.
Honestly, look it up.
No.
I've never come across that in all of my notes.
All the videos I watch come up as
I don't know
Parrot.
where they got the parrot.
You've been watching You've Been Framed.
Maybe you like
No.
birds of a feathered kind.
No,
Oh, birds are a feather.
that's his daughter.
Do you remember that? I
Yeah.
used to love watching that. A Doreen.
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 Look, Wikipedia.
Everyone knows a Doreen.
I'll write to him and say, where does it come from?
Well, you've got it right there. It must tell you. Have you got 2 different birthdays as well? When you got his birthday? March 13th.
Yeah. September 6th.
Oh, he died.
His execution day, wasn't it?
Right.
Or was that 1991?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't that long ago, really, was it? What's that, 32 years ago?
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Shall I carry on?
91.
Do you want some fact bombs?
Oh, yeah, drop them like it's hot.
At the
Snoop Dogg
age
style.
at the age of 11.
Oh, his mum's name was Parrot.
That's
That's why he was born
A parrot?
Donald Parrot. But he didn't know that his name was Donald. Everyone called him Pee-wee.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
You must have known his name was Donald.
No, everyone called him Pee-wee.
What, even his mum?
Yeah,
What's the point of calling him Donald?
because he was so small.
It's harsh, isn't it?
Yeah.
You call him Runt. That was with a R.
With a R.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. At the age of 11, he quit school and began working on cars in a local garage. And while working there, he met 2 boys called Danny and Marsh, and they were always around about the same age. He teamed up with them, and they called themselves the Trouble Trio.
Trouble! I was sat on the toilet earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of their trio.
Yeah.
I went through everything, and it weren't Trouble that came out.
Well, it came out eventually. And
It came out eventually, it turned out to be Trouble.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Close enough, right?
Can you imagine this? At the age of 11, they burglarised houses, picked up prostitutes, and even sometimes raped little boys. Yeah.
Well, to him, they're full-grown boys because he was quite small.
You say that like it's not a normal thing.
What?
Just me?
Yeah, just you.
Ooh.
I'll just steal your neighbour again.
No, it's got nothing to do with him. He definitely weren't Pee-wee, mate.
Oh, dear.
So how big was he? He was like 5 foot nothing, wasn't he?
Well, not at the age of 11, he wouldn't have been. When he was 5'4", when he was fully grown.
5'4".
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, still taller than my mother-in-law.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's... Mind you, even my mum's small. My nan was tiny. Neil's giving up.
You are shrinking a bit.
No, he's just my tits again. Saggy out. I know where
Dragging
you're
you
going.
down.
I know where you're going,
Your
mate.
tits are staying the same size. And you're getting smaller.
Oh, they've always been on the floor.
No, let's all gang up on me.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, can't,
Oh,
bitch.
pissed. He's pissed.
I've only had half a can.
Yeah, he also, when he was...
No, John.
Eh?
Donald Trump's middle name's John.
Oh,
I thought it was more interesting than that.
what, because he's got Trump as a surname.
Well, yeah, it sort of marries up quite well, I suppose, doesn't it?
When, what's his name? Gaskin.
Yeah.
When he was little, small, he used to
Gaskins.
torture
It's Gaskins.
animals as well.
Yeah,
He used to
but
skin them and set them on fire and things like
that's
that.
the first step for a serial killer.
But he used to get away with it because his family used to say, "Oh, you're really cute. It doesn't matter."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's ever told you that, have they?
Really.
But that is a stepping stone for a lot of serial killers. Not that I've done my research in general.
No. Little man syndrome and being cute as a kid.
Cute as a kid?
Well, that's what he said he
Pedo.
was.
But killing animals is a step in
Torturing them, yeah.
in the right direction for a serial killer-esque personality.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a theme, isn't it, running through? Go on. Any more factor bombs?
Factor
bombs.
Should we call them tractor bombs?
Yak bombs.
Okay, so anyway, eventually the trio broke up after they were caught gang raping Marsh's little sister.
That's,
That
how,
would happen, wouldn't it?
that's how Westlife ended, wouldn't it?
I've got nothing on that. I'm just glad he didn't say boys own and Ronan Keating.
They got beaten up. They got beaten by their parents.
Oh yeah, that made me laugh. That comment. They beat them till they
They
bled.
beat them to the blade because of that.
I ain't being funny. You hit
particular-
someone hard enough, you make them bleed with one punch.
He was never beaten, though, as a kid, though, was he?
Yes.
That's not what I've heard.
Yeah, but
you always find out his name's fucking Parrot.
Yeah, it is.
No, his mum's name was Parrot.
No, that was his name, his birth name.
Oh,
Check out
tell
the
your
podcast.
parkour to fuck off.
I listen to podcasts on the way up here.
Who do you listen to?
The podcast to the left one.
I don't know that one.
No.
anyway, the Danny and Marsh left the area shortly after that, and Donald then continued to burglarise homes on his own.
Is that him?
I was going to say, who's that then? Was he just kind of a randomer?
I think he's your neighbour.
No, he was a mate. He was a mate
mate
of Pee Wee, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a guy in my notes here later on. In 1946, a girl who knew Donald interrupted him while he was burglarising her home.
As we go forward, can I make a suggestion, please?
Yeah.
You say Donald, I hear Trump. Can we call him Pee Wee?
Okay.
Because the thought of Donald Trump raping someone's sister's a
This
bit
will
weird.
sound familiar from a previous episode.
Oh, God.
She struck him with an axe.
Oh!
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
You
How
know-
could,
yeah.
that baffles me. I've never swung an axe at someone. But if you swing an axe at someone and it connects, you've got to do something seriously wrong not to hurt them enough to put them down.
Mm.
You got to have a really wanky hit, haven't you?
Oh, you haven't you?
Like you twist it and you hit it with the side of it.
If you can pick an axe up and swing it, you've got to be able to do damage with it.
I think the word there is struck. She didn't actually, probably didn't even.
Like you say,
She hit it upside down.
Yeah.
like you say, she's
Used the
flat.
handle.
Yeah, no, she's flat-edged him,
Yeah.
Mm.
and he's just stood there and gone, "You fuck! What the damn?" Go on, Neil. Go on. Factor it up.
The girl. Anyway, he managed to get away from her, and he struck her in the head and the arm
How'd you get away from her and
before
then do it?
fleeing the scene.
There you
I
go.
know. Yeah. Luckily, the girl survived the attack. He was arrested and convicted for assault with a deadly weapon and intent to kill. And during the court proceedings, it was the first time he had heard his real name spoken in his whole life. That's sad, isn't it?
What, Donald?
He was sent.
That is bad, though, isn't it?
He was then sent to a South Carolina institutional school for boys until he was 18. Yeah.
Next.
Right. So when he was in at the reform school, he spent his time either accepting protection from the boss boy in exchange for sex or attempting to escape. Eventually escaped from the reform school and got on with a travelling carnival.
Sounds like a really bad computer game.
And then
What computer computer games you've been playing, you get buggered by a boss boy.
Well, no, he's trying not to. So that's the boss boy.
Yeah,
You'll get away from
No,
him.
he said he gets buggered by a boss boy or he's trying to escape.
In
Yeah.
8-bit
He
noise.
managed to
Come
es-
back here.
He managed to escape.
Get over here.
He managed to escape and joined a carnival.
Oh, yeah, because that's the next level.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's next level, isn't it?
No wonder this kid was fucked up.
He goes up the flagpole, gets over the hops over the fence. Carnival level.
Kerosene,
Now, this
bum
is-
rape, carnival.
This is his first marriage. He married a 13-year-old girl while at the carnival.
See, nothing even surprising me with that.
Nah.
How old was he? He was 18.
Well, nearly 18. But he just noticed because he says he decides to return back to the reform school to finish his sentence. So he went back voluntarily.
Because he
Maybe
likes a
we-
bum bugger.
It's obviously
She wasn't putting out.
No.
no.
Bugger you, I'm going back to get buggered.
You're too immature for 13. I'm going.
Oh, I thought he was talking to us then.
Yeah.
You're too immature to do this. I can't
Yeah.
even talk about sex.
No.
So, right, hold on. So, he escaped from the boss boy.
He's getting gypped from his wife.
Because he was getting Rogers.
Right. So, he escaped bum buggery from the boss boy. Ran off to the circus. Married a 13-year-old. Then went running back to the bum buggering boss boy. You say that.
Bum buggering boss boy.
That's
Right,
a great.
We'll have some more after that.
Yeah, you
That's
haven't
a
drunk
t-shirt.
enough, obviously.
No,
That's a t-shirt.
I'm not putting bum buggering boss boy on my t-shirt.
Joe can.
Joe couldn't bum bugger anyone. Go on.
Okay. Poor old boss boy. Right. After he was released from reform school, he began working on a tobacco farm.
With AIDS.
There, he got involved in insurance fraud. He worked with a partner.
Oh, because that's a step forward.
Yeah.
How'd you go from fucking rolling a couple of cigarettes to insurance fraud? Did they really have insurance? What was this, 1940? Oh, I suppose they must have had... Oh, okay. Yeah.
What?
I was going to say,
Late
what have you got
40s.
insurance for? Or your fucking wagon?
His 13-year-old wife.
Well, the barns.
No one bother, mate. You don't put out by the sound of things.
All the buildings and the barns, they're all insured
Oh, I suppose.
against fire and theft.
I know where you're going now.
Because,
Yep. Because I've done my research.
yes. And don't forget, it's tobacco. That goes up pretty easily when you set fire to it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a plant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So say hate.
Yes.
That's a bit mean.
He worked with a partner, and by collaborating with a local tobacco farmer, to burn their barns for a fee around the area. People began to wonder about Gaskins' involvement with the barn fires. When his employer's daughter questioned him about the fires, he panicked and split the girl's skull with a hammer in hand. He received a 5-year sentence in prison for assault with a deadly weapon and attempted murder.
What do you mean?
But she actually survived.
Where did he get the hammer from?
His hand. You just said that.
It was in his hand.
No, I mean, what hardware shop?
I don't know.
See, and you were giving up with me. It's this tosser that fucking ruins everything. Jesus Christ. I always sit there and I like watching the old documentaries about serial killers and stuff, and I love their psyche, and I love how they snap. But the thought of going past and beyond hurting a human being... Do you know what? I'm going to stop that sentence. I could do it to him.
He's got the face for it.
Or bumbuggery. I mean, mind you don't need a face for that.
Nothing's getting up there.
Again.
No, it's welded.
But no, seriously, could you imagine hitting someone with a hammer to split a skull?
Has it ever crossed your mind?
It crossed hers.
I suppose.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I just got that.
Right.
That was a bit slow, sorry.
There's a bit of a...
That was a bit of a delay.
Hold on. Oh, it's just happened on the screen. Well done, Neil.
In 1955, his wife filed for divorce.
Was it the 13-year-old?
What was that make her
that's
fucking...
right. This is the
What's
one
that
from
make
the
her
Carnival.
15? No, hold on.
I don't know.
When did they get married?
Well,
He was 18.
yeah.
49.
He'd have been 18 in 51, wouldn't he? If he was born in 33.
That was really shit maths on my part.
I'm not really adding it up, to be honest. I'm just watching you two think about it.
Yeah.
Hold on, say again. He was born in when? 33?
Yeah.
Yeah.
48.
What, he's married in 48?
He married in 48.
No.
So
You
no, it's
said
15, sorry. I'm doing 15.
Yeah.
She's 13. So I don't know where I got 15
Oh,
from.
no, I don't know where you got 15 from.
carry the X,
Anyway,
add the Y.
in 55.
He had a couple of those.
So how long were they married?
So he would have been 22 in 55.
4 years marriage. Well done.
Hold on a minute. That made her, what, 16? So she was barely legal to do anything. No, in America, she wasn't legal to do anything except for get married, apparently.
What was the
what
average
state?
age out there then? It must have
Well,
been
South Carolina, I suppose you can get married at 13.
or 12.
Depends on the state.
Is that now or then?
Well, then this is in
Careful.
in the
One day this might make it overseas.
in the 40s.
Oh, South Carolina just turned off. They were on there. They're not now.
Yeah. 1955. His wife filed for divorce.
4 years into the marriage, it just worked out.
Gaskins flipped his lid and escaped.
Pee-wee.
He escaped from prison.
Gaskins acceptable, I know what he means.
All right, Pee-wee.
Apart from it
Shortly
sounds like
thereafter, he remarried, but the second marriage only lasted 2 weeks.
That's amazing. I'll tell you what, that wouldn't happen these days when a wedding costs you 10 grand.
Yeah. 10 grand.
How much your wedding cost you?
Crikey.
Fucking 2 shillings.
About. It's 91, don't forget.
Was it?
Was it arranged marriage?
Probably. For her.
Remember the audience.
Hold on.
Remember the audience.
91. Oh, I was starting primary school.
Just to think.
What did it cost? Go on, and what did your wedding cost? 91.
About a grand, I suppose.
Fuck me down. But mind you, you could buy a house for what, 50 cents?
We didn't have a lot of money.
50 cents.
We were.
Well, I don't know where
I
that come
wasn't-
from.
In actual fact, I don't
Bloody
think
yank.
I was unemployed at the time. So
Has she still kept you?
yeah.
Kira, I'll tell you what, you're right there. You're lucky to be alive, love.
Are you
Yeah.
still paying it back now?
Yeah, so we didn't even have a honeymoon, and our honeymoon our wedding night was in the Star and Garter.
The Who?
That's not there anymore, is
It's
it?
not there anymore.
No.
It's a pub on the seafront.
I will trump any wedding night.
No. I know what your wedding night happened. No, actually, you're probably better. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yours-
I will trump
Yeah,
it.
her leg was in plaster, wasn't it?
Well, no, she dislocated her knee and I spent the night in hospital.
Yeah.
Not through any action he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it weren't Kama Sutra page 4.
Murder on the dance floor.
Closer.
Boing, boing.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you
Drag
go.
it back.
Yeah, you
Murder
need
on the
to.
dance floor.
Come on.
There was
Okay.
blood, actually. It wasn't
So-
hers.
Why did it only last 2 weeks?
Doesn't say.
Because he's a fucking nutter.
I didn't know that. We got there yet.
Okay. Oh, yeah, shit. Maybe shit.
Fucking hell.
Spoiler.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Maybe you could be an... Okay, yeah.
Poor lad's been buggered up the arse by Donald.
Do you know
Oh no,
this?
he's Donald.
Do you know this name right? This name comes up now. Betty Gates.
Oh, I know Betty. Do you know Betty?
Mother of Bill?
Did you do any research at all about tonight?
I tried.
I'm the only one
I've
that
been
did
bit-
any research.
I've been a bit busy. But I have done a little bit.
Don't play that card. Don't be that person. Cause
I'm gonna.
Don't do it.
And
I'm gonna. I got up at 10.
I worked today and I did all this afternoon.
Yeah.
You left it late, didn't you?
I know, because it's fresh then, isn't it, in your mind
Yeah.
as you're reading it.
Just Neil.
Don't ask what I was doing.
Right, the two went to Tennessee to bail out Gates's brother, but when Gaskins,
Gareth Bale.
yeah,
Oh, for fuck's
Right.
sake.
When
Just
he-
let the man read the fucking
if I
stuff.
can get
He's
through,
the only one that's got the knowledge.
let me just get through a paragraph at a time, and then
Okay.
you can.
I
Piss
can't
about
see the
after
paragraphs
that.
at all.
You can't see. Anything. Where's your glasses anyway?
Eh?
You can't remember where he put them.
I only bought them for teletext. I don't read teletext anymore.
Because it doesn't exist. Does teletext exist?
You need to go and get your eyes tested. Get varifocals so I can see distance.
I don't like
Read-
fairies.
Not fairies.
He didn't see it
Fairy.
coming.
I really didn't. Oh, I didn't.
You didn't that time either.
No.
Second time.
Oh,
Right,
deja-
paragraph. Let's go.
Deja
Can I
vu.
get through this paragraph?
Yeah,
You
okay.
can give it a good go.
Okay, I'll try. Okay. The two went to Tennessee to bail out Gates's brother, but when Gaskins arrived back at the hotel, he was in for a surprise. He found out Gates's brother was actually her husband, and he had recently escaped. The police arrived at the hotel, and it didn't take them long to realise that he was an escaped convict. he was sent back to prison with an extra 9 months for aiding in an escape of a prisoner.
Right. Pee-wee escapes, which I can only presume is a child's prison.
Why? Because he's small.
No, it was a Borstal, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. How old was he then?
18.
No.
18?
No, this is his second marriage, isn't it?
But this is going back in time.
Oh, okay.
So back then, what were their prisons made out of? Wood. People seem to escape from prison a lot.
No, in his first, he was a remand like a Borstal.
Yeah, no, and then but this chap here, Gates,
the second one,
he's escaped from prison as if it's something that happens on a regular.
It seems to be. So yeah, maybe there was a lot of backhanders from the guards.
Oh, okay, that means something else in different places.
Up the bum.
That's not. Where have you grown up?
Not over there. I watched the code words. That's what I researched.
Okay.
You worry me. Please continue.
In August 1961, he was released from prison and returned to South Carolina. He was unable to stay out of trouble and began burglarizing homes again. He avoided arrest by working with a travelling minister. No, and he didn't live next door to you.
Bugger.
Bugger.
He worked for the travelling minister as a driver and a general assistant.
So he liked travelling. We've nailed that one, haven't we?
He's a traveller, carny.
Yeah.
See, that helped him move around
And
easily,
buggered at the bum. Yeah.
burglaring houses and not getting caught.
Did you say buggering houses?
Burglarising.
Okay, so
I heard buggering too.
I heard buggering.
How do you bugger a house?
I don't know. You said it.
Take the stairs out.
What's a bugger?
Take the windows out.
Pissing a letter
Cave the
box?
back doors in.
There you go. It took 3 attempts, but you got a dirty comment. Well done, Neil.
Oh dear.
Smash the back doors in.
It must be the.
How would you bugger a house? You smash the back. That. Well
That's
done.
a T-shirt.
No. Orgies are real.
Orgies are real.
That's going to be a
Yes,
notebook and
true.
t-shirt.
Orgies are real. It's true.
Yeah. Kira, ask your dad.
Listen to another episode. Oh, I might have edited it out. 1, 2, 3, go!
Bender. Kira sounds like...
You do know you're not blind.
I can't see.
No, I mean, like, you don't have to move your microphone. We can hear you. It's just you can't see.
But when that's away like that and I'm over here...
What's the text chat, Mr. Martin?
John's put back doors.
You can't argue with that.
Sounds like he didn't get a longer sentence for manslaughter, but got an extra year for escaping prison.
Now we're on 1962.
That's got to be around the year my mum was born.
So how old would be now? He would be 63 would have made him 30. So he's 29.
He's getting on a bit.
29 and he's getting on. Fuck me. Neil's going to get his pension soon.
Well, he's done a lot already.
Right, so
He's had an eventful life.
Yeah.
at the age of 29, he was arrested for statutory rape of a 12-year-old girl.
Jesus. See, I can't stand that. I don't agree. Well, I don't agree with much things, but don't be...
You don't what? Just because she's 12? She was.
No, just rape in general, mate.
It's the way you sound. It's the way it sounded. She was 13. It'd be all right.
I don't think he's been aged.
Whoa!
That's the way it sounded.
Is that a t-shirt for you?
Are you 13?
No.
Because if you're not, it's not right.
Jesus, fuck me down. Oh, hold on. How old were you when you lost your virginity, Neil?
A personal
You really-
question,
It's very
mate.
personal.
Well, no, I was just thinking like...
This is a live stream.
I was just going... Well, I was thinking...
Old enough.
Stupid question.
Are you talking about the priest again?
Just because you got yours popped accidentally.
Oh, well, no, there's nothing accidental about it, mate.
Hmm.
Come over here and touch my rabbit.
It was a fucking guinea pig and you know it.
Oh, you can make the run for
You
that.
stroke him hard enough, you'll make him sick.
That was a cow's udder.
Oh, that as well.
I don't know why he had a
Right.
cow in
He
his
had all
garden.
the
This is
farm
very
animals,
serious
didn't he?
stuff, mate. Come on. Very serious.
Yeah, Martin.
Yeah.
Ruin it.
So he was arrested for that offence.
For what?
But guess what? Guess what happened? He escaped to North Carolina in a stolen car.
So it went from south to north.
Yeah.
And he escaped prison.
Oh, once Once he got to North Carolina, he met a 17-year-old whom he married. Number 3.
God, 3 wives before he was.
How fucking stupid is this lad?
Doesn't work out.
So he marries. He goes raping, pillaging, marrying, burglaring,
So he
Sorry, was that last word a real word?
burglarizing.
There you go. That's a real word.
buggering.
Yeah,
That's your word. He's a busy boy, isn't he? Raping, pillaging, burglaring.
yeah. The funny thing about it is that
I don't think it's funny.
well, it's to me.
I bet she didn't find it funny.
Rape's not a funny word,
so,
is it, really?
So she marries him, right? But then turns him in to the police for raping her, and he received a 6 years sentence in a penitentiary in Colombia.
Right, she went into bondage.
Colombia?
Yeah,
What?
he's in Colombia now.
What, the country Colombia?
No, the fucking preschool.
Columbia, Ohio?
Well, no, Columbia Penitentiary, so it could be the name of the penitentiary
could be
in
the name.
North
Okay.
Carolina.
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
Not
Yeah.
Columbia, the country or state.
The fact you... Don't fucking nod me. Numpty bollocks.
It's quite lenient in the 60s, isn't it? Cause
It
in
does seem that
Yeah, because
way.
in 1968 he was paroled and made a vow never to return again.
Right, we'll pardon you. Just don't ever come
Just
back.
don't ever come back.
Don't
Yeah.
come back here and rape our girls ever
Yeah.
again, young Sonny Jim. Okay. See you later.
That's nuts, isn't it?
It seems to be. It seems to be well nuts.
I'll go to the south instead.
I'll go back home and I'll
Yeah.
do my business down there.
It's basically because one state says, "Oh, no, we don't want your sort here," and just ship him
Yeah.
back to the where he was.
just don't do it in our
Yeah,
border.
yeah, go away. This next paragraph tends to get a little bit about inside his head.
Ooh, psyche.
So
I like the psyche bits.
yeah, because this says throughout Pee Wee's life, he described feelings that forced him into criminal activity, which he referred to them as aggravated and bothersome feelings. In September '69, he found relief from these feelings.
He wrote a song about it. Did he have a six
He
string
picked up a
skirt?
female hitchhiker in North Carolina and became angry.
Hold on, I thought he was not allowed to go back to North Carolina.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah, he was told
What
to get out
an
of there.
absolute rebel!
He just doesn't care, does he?
God, I tell you what.
Possibly the worst. No, it's not. No.
Don't even go there, mate.
He became angry at this hitchhiker when she laughed at his sexual propositions.
What did he ask?
He got his cock
What do you
out.
reckon he did?
He got his cock out.
Well,
Pee Wee by name, Pee Wee by nature.
he beat her until she was unconscious,
Uncostumed.
raped her, sodomized her, and tortured her.
Right, I've got to ask the question now. What's sodomite?
Ask your vicar, mate.
Is he what he done to me?
Oh dear.
It's not what he called it.
It's word of the day.
What, sodomised?
No, just that'll be you. Every other word.
He then went to a swamp to sink her weighted body down so she would drown.
She a heavy bird then? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I
No,
think people
no.
just float generally, don't they?
I know. Is that what? No. Did he have to weigh her down?
What happens when you get in the bath?
I don't know.
It floats to the top.
I'm too big for the
doubt
bath.
He
so
doesn't
I'll get
need
in
much water.
there. I'll get in the shower.
Hose me down!
My tail ain't big enough for me.
So, this is where it all begins.
Yeah.
Where the voice is in his head. He needs to cure these.
You sure they weren't there before?
Well, probably. But now he's realised that by doing what he's doing, it gets rid of these feelings.
I'm not the only one that's got voices in their head in mind. Like, on a daily basis, I have to have an argument to stop, like, especially when you're around.
Sodomy's anal sex.
Who
said
that? Who said that?
Yeah,
No.
Is that sodomy?
Yeah, didn't you not know that?
she
I
says-
thought you was mucking about when
She
you
says
said you
it-
didn't know what it was.
Well, that's not what I call it.
says Google. She didn't know that anyway.
Oh my God, you didn't.
Don't Google sodomy.
Oh,
Jesus.
Kira, don't Google sodomy.
Book your dad on Virgin
Make sure
Experiences.
Please do anything you do tonight incognito.
No, don't, because they can still track you. I learned that.
I know they can still track you, but it's not
VPN
it.
VPN first.
Send it to Martin.
Right. So his processes of rape, torture, and murder.
Oh, he's got a flow chart.
Was described by Gaskin
That's a really bad word to use.
Vision
He kept journals as well, didn't he?
into his bothersome feelings.
I don't like the word bothersome.
That's what he used to call them.
I feel that's a shit word.
Right, you go on, Thesaurus. What would you use?
You got a really annoying hair that's sticking up from your tash.
You got like a really annoying nose that sticks out your face.
I can't even be angry because you delivered that so well. You delivered that absolutely impeccable, prick.
Sorry, Neil, carry on.
Okay. Oh.
Bothersome, and I asked, what different word would you use then?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Go on, Neil.
Tormented.
Tormented.
That's a better word.
Well, instead of bothersome.
I would use tormented. Yeah.
This was 1960, though.
Yes, it was.
You were there then.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you were. 1960s.
At the end of the 60s, I was. Yeah,
Still there, though.
Too much kerosene.
I was only young.
So was he.
Just a little baby. Okay. Where were we?
He could be your dad.
Who's that?
Him. Pee-wee.
He could actually, because my dad was born in 1925.
Well, he's older than
Really?
him then. Interesting.
25.
And my mum was born in 32.
I
Yeah.
couldn't even tell you when my mum and dad were born.
No?
I know their birthdays, but I couldn't tell you the years. Actually, I can. My old man was 57 because he's 30 years older than me.
Mm.
And then my mum's a lot older than that.
I would imagine.
Another one delivered here.
Oh, what? We've got another request.
Can you see that?
No.
It said
What's it say?
that by 1975, Gaskin had killed over 80 young boys and girls due to his bothersome feelings. She put air quotes on that. I don't like that.
Yes.
But later grew to become excited when he had them feelings.
Oh, we got aroused by it.
Doesn't say that.
Excited.
Yeah, well,
aroused.
see, satisfying these feelings became his driving force in life. He mastered the skill of torture, often keeping his injured victims alive for days.
That's a skill.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's a skill. Seen it on movies. It's a skill.
That's scripted.
It takes practice,
This
I
has
suppose.
been in movies as well. Sometimes he would cannibalise their severed body parts and either make them watch him eat them in horror or join in the eating.
Oh, that's dark. That is some messed up shit.
They have used that in
bad
films, haven't they?
That's messed up right there.
They've used that in
What,
films.
as in
I'm amazed.
Hannibal?
I'm amazed this isn't a film.
Well, I think there is some.
Yeah, but you can take snippets out of that. But I'm amazed that this actual story ain't a film.
Yeah, he actually died a month before I got married.
Is that a coincidence?
I think he achieved a lot more than you.
September 91, and I got married in October 91. So,
Do you remember it on the news?
no.
I think
Yeah.
I started primary school. in
Because this would
September
have been, mate. This would have been worldwide news, wouldn't it?
91. No, I don't think it would though.
No, because
Not
it
in
was
the
only
90s.
it was
No,
only
I don't-
13.
I don't think that would,
I
mate.
didn't have Twitter then.
It was only 8 confirmed cases, wasn't it, of murders?
Yes.
Right, okay. Let me just flip this and go forward to another episode. in the
9,
future.
actually. 9 confirmed cases and 110 other offences.
That he said.
That
That he said that he killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to bring it into reference, I don't know. You might. Sorry, good point. Ted Bundy, was he ever on the news over here?
Another chapter.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Was he on the news over here? Because
Yes, I think he was.
was he?
He was, yeah.
Oh,
What
okay.
year? What year was that?
He was 70s, 80s.
Yeah, because
What's your beer can on
'cause
the
I don't
microphone
know.
so
I
the
don't
annoying
know
noise?
this name, but I know Ted Bundy.
I don't know that name, but Ted
No.
Bundy's an
His
absolute...
well-known name. Yeah.
I've got his book upstairs. I read his book. It's
Up for tips.
My missus is slightly worried. She's all right though, because I said if I was ever going to pop her off, I'd put her under the pond, and my pond's already built, so she's safe as houses.
His
And I ain't going to move that because that thing was a twat to put in.
His most serious murder included his niece and her friend. His
Yes.
niece was only 15 years old.
Yeah, but... So not only did he shag his mate's sister with his mate involved, he killed his own niece.
Yeah, well, I'll get to that.
Yeah.
I've-
Kira, back
you're-
down.
you're-
Your dad's going to get there.
Yeah, you're ahead of me, Kira.
Jesus. And it ain't because of the lag.
No.
Go on.
So, Gaskins' preference on victim sex was slanted towards female. However, between 69 and 75, so now we've moved on quite a bit, haven't we? Investigators discovered the remains of both murdered boys and girls along the Carolina Highway.
I reckon sodomised them.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting that now?
How many times are you going to use that word this week?
Loads. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, this is
The wife's on early, so I'm gonna go and tap one of bit of sodomy.
this is a
I
good,
can guarantee she'll hit me with a hammer.
this is a good event sentence for a t-shirt. No gender was immune. There you go.
I think that's just 2021, mate.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you were.
Quite, he would have had a fucking field day.
Well-
He'd have had a different one each day.
Don't think it was. He was buggered in prison, wasn't he?
By the boss
Yeah.
boy.
By a boss boy, by a bigger boy.
Yeah.
Bigger
Wasn't
boss boy.
So he's very confused anyway.
From an early age, he's had it every which way but loose. That's a film, by the way.
Footloose.
Yeah.
You twat.
Kevin Bacon.
What's Kevin Bacon got to do with it?
I don't know. He's in Footloose. I only know that because of Spider-Man. I've never seen the film.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
There is a reference in Spider-Man to it. There is reference.
So frigging old. Right.
It's alright, mate. I still like you.
Thanks, mate.
I'm sorry in capitals.
You're welcome.
He preferred females but still killed males.
Yeah, indeed.
Right, before we go any further,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a paddle.
I haven't said this in many a year.
Sodomy.
Can I
Sodomy.
put... Whose phone's
No,
turned on still? If that's
I
Kira,
swear,
I'm
I swear I put it on mute. I did. Oh, it's off vibrate. I thought I put it on vibrate. Sorry.
Can I make a proposition towards your daughter?
Excuse me.
Get your phones away, you absolute amateurs. Mine's been sat there all night. It hasn't made a noise.
Turn it off.
Can she be Martin's $3 parkour?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because my
There
God,
you
she's
go.
coming out with some belters.
Yeah.
Just ask his daughter,
Yeah.
instead of going on $5 or whatever, just pop her a $5.
Yeah, that's an idea, isn't it? I'll give her your email, and she can do your research for you.
Okay. Well, that saves me a problem. What is that?
Can you write it in crayon so he can see it though?
He considered these highway murders as weekend recreation. Killing his acquaintances were more serious murders. One murder, where he was close to the victim, included his 15-year-old niece and her friend. He lured the two girls to an abandoned house where he attempted to rape them. Upon failing to do so, he beat them to death. In his autobiography, Gaskin would claim up...
Why is he allowed to write a book about this?
I got the title of that.
Have you?
Yeah.
He claimed up to upwards of 100 murders along the coastline.
Fucking hell.
One of the videos on YouTube, you can hear his voice talking about it as well, because the guy wasn't allowed. He was in there, but as he was recording it, he put it on cassette.
Yeah.
He got about a page or 2 pages out of him, and he managed to turn it into a book.
A 2-page book?
No, the stories he got out of him, and then he expanded upon there.
That's nuts, isn't it?
It was called Final Truth.
Yeah,
It was by William Earl.
I remember that.
Yeah, just before, and he said he wasn't allowed to release it until after he was executed.
A lot of people do that, don't they? But then what's the point?
No, he was the first.
I don't want the royalties.
He was the first.
Was he?
First to
Please
do.
tell me that wasn't one of your bums.
No, it's a chair.
Okay.
Chair, squeaky chair.
Yeah.
That's... Could you... Killing one person... It's probably doable.
Why did you look at me?
Killing 100 people... That if that was proven, that's crazy.
What they've only found, there's only 8 confirmed, possibly 15.
He got convicted.
There's nine confirmed.
9 convicted.
Because I think he'd done another one in prison, but that's later on. I'll tell.
Christ. But his first one was in prison. Wasn't
Yeah, and another one before he was
Afterwards.
executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, there's only 7 outside of prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
That confirmed.
Okay, I got a tip.
That's still nuts, isn't it?
Tip about serial killers. People with.
Is this coming from John?
No.
I would have been worried if it was.
He's probably not watching anymore.
No, it's free. It's free watching. 1,
No.
2,
No.
1. Okay.
Wow, your maths
Can
is
you really
out.
add up?
Your maths is out. Oh yeah, I got 12 GCSEs at A-C. I can't count though.
Right, can you read that?
Yeah, I can, but can you?
No.
People with psychopathic tendencies tend to be quite social and likable individuals. Hello. This may be why serial killers are hard to catch, as they're not suspected by close friends or communities. You fucking better watch out, boys. I tell you, I'll do you.
Yeah. There you go.
We're down to 2.
Oh, that was a wet one.
And I'm about to catch it on screen. There you go. Ready?
You just want to keep watching yourself. What is the point?
Bell end.
Okay.
I don't think I could kill. If I was pushed to it.
How do I keep falling flat? I don't know. I don't know.
Because you're a toss-up.
I'm switching with him next time. You're sitting here. So I'm doing it remotely.
Welcome to it.
Oh, dear. Right, he had a reputation, Gaskin, for being explosive. That's a bit of a funny word, isn't it?
Explosive. Well, it's a little man syndrome, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does come across.
Some people in the town just thought he was actually mentally disturbed.
They gave him a wide berth, didn't they?
Yeah, most tried to avoid even being around him, but some people actually liked him and considered him
Grandpa
as
guy.
their
Yes.
friend.
Yeah.
That grandpa story is quite a good video, that, isn't
That's
it?
not bad. It's quite
Yeah.
funny, isn't it?
One of the people that considered Gaskin as a friend was Doreen Dempsey. She was
Doreen, we're talking about her
This is what I
earlier.
was talking to you about earlier. She was a mother of a 2-year-old baby and was pregnant
Oh, no.
with her second child at the time of her death.
Oh, no.
She was leaving town and
Oh, no.
decided to get a ride to the bus station from her old friend Pee Wee.
Oh.
He took her to a wooded area where he raped her, killed her, and
Sodomised her.
then raped her again, then sodomized her, then killed her baby, then buried the two together.
Right, this is...
3 together.
Now, yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I read that, and I read that as...
Yeah, but she was still inside.
Does that count as that another tally?
Yeah, I don't know if that counts as unborn baby or the 2-year-old that she had with her.
2-year-old she had with her.
Okay.
The unborn baby wouldn't have counted.
Well, would
Well,
it? You want to
yeah,
take it the 2021 quarter? Yeah, it would have counted.
Today
had
it
a
probably
heart-
would have done,
It
but-
would have had a heartbeat, and it would have had
Yeah,
fingerprint.
but in those days it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a statistic.
No, I read that, and I did read. Yeah,
That's sick.
it is nutty in it.
Absolutely.
I do as much as
She was his friend.
So what did she say to piss him off?
nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
Something
he's
just
got a
clicked.
thrill out
Just
of
wanted,
it.
Something
can you
just
take me?
clicked,
She
mate.
wanted a lift. Yeah, sure, come in. Yeah. I like the woods. Do you want to go for it? We'll go for the woods.
Oh, you see, I love a psyche, and I love looking into the mindset. But
When
Jesus,
she obviously got
fuck
into
me.
the car at the wrong time when he was
Oh,
having
he's
one of his
sodomised her baby.
when he was having one of his I need to get rid of these voices, and she just happened to be sat next to him in the car and thought,
So he's got a voice going, "Oh, do it.
You've got to.
Yeah, but you've just got to be the bigger man and tell him the voices to shut up and don't slap mine.
It says that she sodomised her baby.
Please stop using that word.
That's
now
what-
I know what it means.
that's
It doesn't make it big or clever.
I just said that. Yeah, sodomized and killed the baby. There you go.
That's just... I can get murder. I can appreciate murder.
Can you?
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo. Go on.
What?
But,
Appreciate. That's
so-
a bit of a funny word.
You wait till later. This is going to get really dark for you, mate.
I can appreciate murder.
Oh, I can appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can-
let's go and pillage something.
Oh,
I didn't say anything about
terrorist
pillage.
walked into a bank and goes, Bang.
Pillage is too far.
I can appreciate you murdered that guy in the bank. Yeah.
You did,
Yeah,
you
all
did a
right.
good job there.
Okay. Appreciate might have been the wrong word.
What about last series with the guy with the axes? I can appreciate what he done there. Yeah.
Did I say appreciate with that as well?
Do you mean he done a good job as in opposed to a bad
He done a
job?
good job.
As in, like you painted a wall. You done a good job there, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not with someone's brains.
No, that's what.
Was
That's
it-
how it's coming across.
Was it
That's
five star on his
Is it- yeah.
on his app?
TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
His axe advisor.
He's-
Okay.
Trackertrade.com to give them 5 stars.
Yeah. Yelp review.
I think I've dug a hole here.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I can.
That's going to be t-shirts. You can have each serial killer, and then you're going to give them a 5-star rating. And then at
How
the end,
much
it's
you
going to be
appreciated them.
Right.
quotes. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I can accept. I think accept's better. I can accept a murder. I can't accept a murder of a child.
So you're saying it has to be an adult?
Yeah, as long as it's an adult, it's probably justifiable.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Tell me that's not justifiable.
Well, accidentally.
I'm going to be sorry.
I can
Very
make it
fast
look,
time.
I can make it look like an accident. Trust me, his brakes are cut already.
Manslaughter can happen pretty easily.
Yep.
But premeditated.
Do you
That's
know
a
what?
different thing, isn't it?
Do you know what they say human flesh tastes like?
Nope.
Pork.
Hang on a minute.
Pork
Such a
roast.
beautiful craft.
Thank you very much.
What's that?
Whoa, that's coming from your daughter.
Such a beautiful craft. What does that mean?
Murder.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about sodomy.
Okay. In 1975, when Gaskins was 42, and had been killing steadily for the past 6 years. That sounds like a resume.
Resume of a serial killer.
I've got 10 GCSEs and I've been steadily killing for the last
6.
4.
Yeah. Up until then, he had worked alone and that had helped him avoid being caught. However, after he murdered 3 people,
Doesn't
when
work well
their
in
van
teams.
broke down on the highway, he needed
I
some
know
help.
the feeling.
He called upon an ex-con called Nealy.
I read about
He
him.
read about him.
Yeah.
He asked him to drive the victims to his garage so he could paint and sell the van. So, obviously Walter Nealy had a van, and he helped him dispose of them.
See, I don't have good enough mates. I love you both to bits, but if I bailed you out and go, you'll definitely have a question because you don't drive. Neil, I need a favour. What's up, mate? Can you come and help me move something? Where do you need it taken?
Is it wrapped in carpet?
Anywhere that's inconspicuous.
You can test the theory tomorrow if you want.
You be careful, mate, because you'll be the one that he's moving.
Fine by me.
Martin, can you come and help me this? Yeah, I'll just get me bike. That's not going to work, mate. Shit, get a taxi.
Yeah.
Go on.
Did you know that Pee-wee was also a hired hitman? In that same year,
I think that's slightly ironic that the word hired
yeah. Well, he's hired
when
because
he was only 5 foot tall.
yeah, I get it. Oh yeah,
Thank you. I had to explain it to this one.
yeah. I didn't get it.
I understood the irony. Go on.
Suzanne Kipper paid him $1,500. Bearing in mind that's 1975. That's quite a lot of money to kill her ex-boyfriend, Silas Yates.
Jesus Christ, I'll tell you what, I would have been dead by a long time ago.
Silas.
Hold on, 15, what was it, 1971 I'm going to do it.
1975.
Silas
No,
Yates.
75, sorry.
Is there an app for that?
1975.
What, £1,500?
Yeah,
$1,500.
1975,
I didn't know there was an app for that.
$1,500. No, if you just talk stupid to Google, they'll tell you. There you go, look, $1,500, 1975 today. Inflation calculator. See, there's always go. There's $7,385 today.
Really? Blimey.
Jesus, that's
Does
quite
that-
handy to know. Fucking hell, night. Jesus Christ. 73 grand she paid him to bop off her fella.
So the guy called John Powell and John Owens, 2 guys actually,
Hold on, John Powell. Weren't he the founder of the Scouts or something?
no,
Oh, it's Lord Auden Powell.
he handled the communication between Gaskin and Kipper concerning the arrangement of the murder, and on February the 12th, 1975, Diane Nealy lured him out of the house by claiming to have car trouble. Gaskin then kidnapped and murdered Yates while Powell and Owen watched. All three helped bury him. But this is where it gets a bit weird.
Hold on. The whole thing's a bit weird, but let's go on.
Yeah, it gets even worse. Diane Nealy
But wait,
and her
there's
boyfriend.
more.
They decided.
I read this. It's not a spoiler when I read
They
it.
decided to blackmail Gaskins. Yeah, so they try and get their money back after he'd done the deed. Don't cross this geezer.
Don't cross a nutter.
Don't cross a nutter, mate. They asked for 5,000 hush money. The 5,000 in 75.
So what's that? 3 times or that? So I mean, it's,
Yeah.
What, about 21 grand?
All it basically says is,
it didn't work out well for them.
it didn't work out well for them. They tried to blackmail a fucking psychopath, but he just says here that he quickly got rid of them and he arranged to meet them for a payoff. After the disappearance of Kim Gaskins, the authorities began to become suspicious. This is where they start to catch up with him now.
Dun dun dun.
After searching his apartment, they found clothing that had been worn by Gaskins. Gaskin was in...
Hold on, who was Gaskins again? Sorry.
She was the 13-year-old who rejected him.
Yep, with you.
Earlier on, just after he got killed, that guy that that other woman asked him to do for $1,500. This is just after that.
70 grand in today's money.
Indeed.
Jesus.
Yeah. But then you left me trim your fort now, haven't you?
Sorry,
After
mate.
searching his apartment, they found clothing that had been worn by Gaskins. Gaskin was indicted for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. God, that's not really a high
I like that
charge,
word.
is it?
I forgot what the word was, but I like it. What was the word? Indictment. I like that word. I don't know why.
Right, Nealy, who cracked under pressure while waiting for the trial and showed the police Gaskin's private cemetery. There was a cemetery. They found the bodies of the following: Sellers, Judy, Howard, Diane Nealy, Johnny Knight, Dennis Bellamy, Doreen Dempsey and her child on the 27th of April 1976. Gaskins and Nealy were charged with 8 counts of murder. On May 24th, 76, a jury convicted Gaskins of the murder of Dennis Bellamy and he was sentenced to death. In an attempt to avoid additional death sentences, he later confessed to 7 more murders.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
So it basically caught up with him in the end, didn't it? But that's a long time though to go. I mean,
he's done all right, hasn't he? He's got a good run out of
going
that.
since what? Since he was 11?
Yeah, so he was
He
born in
is now-
33, so it's from the 1940s up to...
Till 76.
That's a 30-year reign.
30 years. Jesus.
To be fair, 30 years and he's claimed he's done 100 people.
Yeah. Work that out.
No, because I had it then and it's just completely evaded me.
It's just at least 3 a year, isn't it?
That's really... Is that a lot? For a year, that's 1 every 4 months.
3 a year would be 90. So, yeah.
1 every 4 months. Yeah. He's a seasonal killer. What
Yeah.
can I say?
Maybe he likes it in the summer. He liked the woods, didn't he?
And the autumn and the winter.
He had his urges by the sounds of it, didn't he?
He's his voices.
He had his urges.
Is it just me that's got these voices?
But then he went to the woods and he had, what, 2 in, like, it'd be like 2 in one go, wouldn't it?
Was it?
I don't know how it works with them, do
Well,
you?
the mum and the 2-year-old, and then and like the unborn baby.
Yeah, I think that's kind of...
I think that was
that's
a one-off,
collateral,
wasn't
isn't it? Yeah, it's just collateral, isn't it?
It still counts as 2, doesn't it?
Technically 3 if you want to get really pedantic.
Yeah.
In November 1976, the Supreme Court ruled that the death penalty was unconstitutional, so his death sentence was converted to life with 7
Oh,
consecutive life sentences.
This was a bit harsh, but go on, keep going. I remember this bit.
In 1978, the death penalty was restored. This didn't mean anything to Gaskin until he was caught and found guilty of being paid to murder fellow prisoner Rudolf Tyner. This conviction caused him to receive a death sentence.
It's bad, isn't it?
So,
Avoid the death sentence. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got away with that one. No, do you know what? You've just been found out again. You're gonna die.
yeah, because he murdered a fellow prisoner while inside.
He must have thought he was
Otherwise, he
untouchable.
wouldn't
Him.
have got
Yeah,
another.
but was he just looking for that big man status again?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's inside. He thought,
He's been there before.
I'm
He's
not-
been there in
I'm
and
not
out
gonna
all
get
his life.
rogered
hasn't he?
again. I don't want to get rogered again. I've
No.
got to become a big man.
Buggered. Sodomised.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
He's learnt a word.
I know.
can't believe that. He
I
began
knew the word. I just didn't put it with what it was.
up the rear.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
It's just called bumming, isn't it?
Mm.
Posh word.
Backdoor smashing.
Yeah,
You said it.
I did.
Sodomised. I just didn't know sodomised was backdoor smashing.
Maybe you could get that done as a t-shirt. The
No,
definition of sodomy and then just a picture of back doors
No, on the back.
on the back.
Backdoor smashed in.
You can add that qualification to your
I'll put that
8
with
envelopes.
10 GCSEs, thank you, A to C. There's no way you got 12. I'm not having that.
Carry on, Neil.
He began confessing for other murders to avoid the electric chair.
I don't see how that works, but okay.
If these confessions were true, then he would be the worst killer in South Carolina's history. He admitted to the murder of Peggy Coutinho. I hope I got that right.
Coutinho.
But prosecutors had already charged and sentenced William Pearce to life imprisonment for her murder. So Gaskins' confession was rejected.
That's. Do you know, that annoys me. They're
Judicial system.
That's what I was trying to go, but I wasn't going to get close. So someone admits to it, but they go, "No, it's all right, I've already sentenced someone for it."
Yeah, but see, admitting something is still not enough. It's even in this country, it's still not enough.
Is it not?
No, you still have to have you have to have proof. You have to have evidence.
No, it's like for you, yeah, mate.
I think if he turns around and admits to each one, it keeps him alive longer because it helps them find out where the bodies are. So
Mm.
they,
No,
the victims can have.
pull a case out of it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, like that one over here with the boy that was murdered on the moors. Do you remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was killed by the couple, and they wouldn't tell the
Huntley.
mother.
Is it No, not Huntley.
They wouldn't tell the mother where it was, and then she died recently. Not knowing where he was buried.
Yeah.
Can't remember
Come
what
on,
one's
Neil,
called.
this was your time either.
What time is this?
It was a couple that killed this.
She looked like Cruella de Vil, didn't she?
80s
Yeah, it was 80s.
80s.
On the moors.
on the moors.
Oh,
Young lad was
Moira
killed.
Hindley.
Hindley, that's it.
Yeah,
And
I
the
said
mother
Huntley.
died recently, and she didn't.
She died
all she
without-
wanted to
Yeah.
know was where he
Her
was,
son was.
yeah.
and the guy was like, "No, not saying." And
Is he still alive?
no,
Are they both dead now?
Both.
he
Dead
died
now.
just after she did.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cunt.
Yeah,
Sorry. Bleep that one out.
Bleep,
I ain't
bleep,
being
bleep.
funny, but don't let a mother go to the grave not knowing where her son is.
Mm,
That's dirt.
yeah. Over the last months of his life, Gaskin worked with author Wilton Earl on his book Final Truth.
you can hear some of this on YouTube.
This book was published in 1993 and discussed the murders and the bothersome feelings that Gaskin felt throughout his life.
Still don't like bothersome.
That's an awful word, isn't it?
It's a shit word.
Bothersome.
He still tried to avoid having the electric chair because on the day of his execution he tried to cut his wrists
And he fucked it up.
and he fucked it up.
Oh,
So-
could you... Right,
Then what they did is they stitched his arms because he managed to cut them.
that's it.
They stitched him back together and then stuck him in the chair.
And he was still bleeding.
Yeah.
Love that. You're going to fry, mate. I don't care what state you're in. You're going
And
to
the
fry.
pro was pronounced dead by execution on September 6th, 1991.
That's pretty recent, isn't it, really? That's 30 years ago.
Bear in mind he was born in 33. and all the shit he's done in between.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that, but I'm saying 30 years ago, it's not that long to kill, like, legally kill someone in a chair.
Do you want to hear his voice?
That wasn't it.
Do you want to hear his voice?
Legally kill someone
Sorry, loop.
in a chair. Do you want to hear his voice?
That's a really weird loop. Ready?
Switch or a pear crease bound or an apple crease bound, as long as it's a good switch, and they'd tear my back and legs up. It'd be red stripes all over my body and legs. And if my sister told them I had done anything, no matter if I had or I had not, they'd beat hell out of me. And that's the kind of treatment I was got as a childhood. This is Donald P.B. Gaskins saying so long for now.
Okay, so we call it the end of that.
So, well, obviously, with the last episode, last series, we decided whether it was a load of yak or not. Obviously,
No.
we can't with this.
You,
It's more of a.
you decided that.
It's more of a reaction to this, and the reaction all round is
What
I-
an utter disgusting human being that man was. Good night. That was Donald Henry Gaskin,
Not Carol Baskin.
aka
oh, you got it in it right at the end.
Hitchhiker's Killer. And there we have it. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah.